3 things you must know to find true happiness, not from money or fame. Do you ever feel like you have everything in life, but still struggle to find happiness? Do you believe that true happiness lies in owning a big house, having great wealth, or finding the perfect life partner? But is that really the case? And even if all our wishes come true, why do we sometimes still feel empty? In today's meaningful story, we'll explore those answers. You'll learn a profound lesson about where true happiness resides. Join me as we dive into this story. Thing 1. Happiness isn't in what you own. Once upon a time, in a small village near a dense forest, lived 3 brothers, Roshan, Sammy, and Damie. They lived in a simple cottage left by their late parents, leading a modest life. The villagers knew them for their honesty, hard work, and kindness. Every day they went into the forest, cut wood, and sold the logs in the market. However, despite their hard work, they always felt as if something was missing in their lives, an emptiness in their hearts. One night, as they sat by the fire, Roshan, looking pensive, asked, "What is the true purpose of life?" After a brief silence, he said, "I think I'll be happy if I have a big and beautiful house." Sammy slowly nodded. "I want a huge farm with endless crops. That way we won't have to work so hard anymore." The youngest, Damie, smiled and said, "I just want a beautiful wife who will love me and eagerly wait for me to return home every day." Though their wishes were different, the feeling of emptiness was the same. Despite having all the essentials in life, they were not truly happy. What's the lesson here? Many people believe happiness comes from achieving great things, from material possessions, or from accomplishing goals. But like these 3 brothers, even with the basics, they felt something was lacking. This proves happiness isn't simply about ownership. Thing 2. True happiness arises from kindness and giving. One evening, while returning from the forest with their wood, they saw an old man sitting by the roadside. He looked exhausted, and beside him was a heavy basket. The 3 brothers immediately felt compassion. Without hesitation, they put down their load and rushed to help. "Grandfather, can we carry this basket for you?" they asked. The old man weakly nodded and smiled. "Thank you, sons. This basket is full of apples I collected from the forest. My home is not far from here." Roshan, Sammy, and Damie took turns carrying the basket. It was much heavier than they had expected. The road was long and tiring, yet they didn't complain. When they finally reached the old man's house, they felt a strange sense of peace in their hearts. The elderly man smiled warmly. "I will never forget your kindness. You 3 are hardworking and sincere, and such qualities always bring new opportunities. Tell me, what is your biggest wish in life?" The brothers hesitated for a moment, but then honestly shared their dreams. Roshan wanted a big house, Sammy wanted a vast farm, and Damie wanted a loving and beautiful wife. The old man listened carefully. After thinking for a moment, he said, "Your dreams are not impossible. In fact, I know someone who can help you. A wealthy businessman in the neighboring town is looking for honest and hardworking men to assist him. If you work hard, he will reward you well and create opportunities that will help you fulfill your dreams." Hearing this, the brothers decided to seize the opportunity. They traveled to the town and started working for the businessman. Roshan, with his keen observation skills, managed the business well and soon saved enough money to build his dream house. Sammy, with his knowledge of land and wood, impressed a local landlord who gave him fertile land for farming. And Damie, with his kindness and sincerity, won the heart of the businessman's daughter, and they later got married. At first, everything felt like a dream. Their lives were filled with excitement and joy. They had no complaints or struggles. The second lesson, kindness and helping others, bring a kind of happiness that material wealth cannot match. When the 3 brothers helped the old man, they felt a strange sense of peace. and that very act of kindness opened doors to fulfilling their dreams. True happiness often comes when we open our hearts and give without expecting anything in return. Thing 3. Gratitude is the key to lasting happiness. Time passed. A year later, Roshan began to feel lonely in his grand house. He told his servants to handle everything and slowly distanced himself from them. Once a lively mansion, it started to feel empty and lifeless. Sammy, overwhelmed by the responsibilities of managing a vast farm, started feeling anxious. The dream he once cherished now became a burden. Every day he worried about pests, storms, or any disaster that could destroy his crops. He spent sleepless nights, filled with stress. Meanwhile, Damie no longer found his wife's beauty as special as before. Her complaints started to irritate him. The warmth in their relationship began to fade. Once again, the three brothers felt the same emptiness as before. They had achieved everything they wished for, yet true happiness still eluded them. Wealth, land, and love all brought temporary joy, but not lasting happiness. On a cold winter day, they set out to find the old man. After searching for a long time, they finally found his house. He was sitting by the fire, warming himself. The warmth of the flames brought a moment of peace to their hearts, despite their disappointment and despair. "Grandfather, we need your help again," Roshan said. "Our wishes have come true, but we are still not happy." The old man smiled gently. "Sons, true happiness doesn't come from what you have. It comes from being grateful for what you already have. You have everything, yet you lack gratitude. Without gratitude, happiness will always fade away." The three brothers fell silent, realizing their mistake. The old man continued, "Gratitude is the key to happiness. Appreciate what you have, learn to enjoy it, and happiness will come naturally." After that meeting, the brothers felt lighter and returned home with a changed perspective. Roshan no longer saw his big house as a burden and started cherishing it. Sammy learned to appreciate each harvest, and Damie rediscovered his love for his wife. Their lives transformed. Instead of thinking about what they had lost, they began to enjoy what they had. Finally, they understood the secret to true happiness. Happiness is not found in material things, but in embracing each moment with gratitude. Remember, if we appreciate what we have, happiness will always be our companion. If you ever feel lost, undirected, or are doubting your own abilities, this is the place for you. Rise Tale is created to be your daily motivation. It helps you continuously grow and improve your English skills. Let every story, every lesson accompany you on your journey of discovery and rising up. If you like this story, please hit the like button, comment below on what you learned, and share it to inspire others. See you in the next story.